Hey, y'all, welcome to the Empower the Yep podcast. This podcast is for moms of all generations, young and adult. Oh, I totally messed that up.
I can cut those out.
Okay, you want to restart? Let's restart.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll exit out.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could just like cut out the whole beginning. That
Yes.
works. All right. Give it a few seconds. Okay.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Empower the Yep podcast. This podcast is for moms of all generations, young adults and teens looking to build a business with a Christian mindset and marketing strategies to break generational ties that hold them back from social media strategies to monetize their online business. I am Melinda Rychlik-Clark. I am one of the hosts. I have built multiple streams of income, a network marketer, creator of Empower Your Marketing, a full service virtual marketing agency. I'm the author of Slay Those Giants Girl and co-author of Women of Faithful Purpose 30-Day Devotional.
And I am Lisa Gaunt, and along with several affiliate opportunities that I'm a partner with, that I have relationships with, I'm also the co-partner of a subscription box business called Foreverly Boxes, along with my daughters, where we serve prenatal and new mamas and their babies with monthly subscription boxes. But alongside that, I also am the owner of I can't even talk today. You need to get some water. Passion to Purpose, where I coach women to really just take hold of their dreams, to move forward, overcoming their mindset and technology obstacles. And I'm living my best life, y'all. Even if I can't talk right today.
Right. Amen to that. So today we're going to interview Lisa. Lisa and I met through a coaching program that we are part of, or we're a part of, that we've since graduated. And she loves the tech side, and I love the marketing, social media side of things. And so we joined together. Really, we connected because we are former educators, and so we have that in common. And once a teacher, always a teacher. And so we're going to interview her today, and see and just get to know each other a little bit more, since this is our second episode and we've just started out on this journey together. So Lisa, tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your life and how you've come to this point in your business.
Yeah. And like you said, y'all, I just want to start out by saying that God puts people in your life for reasons, because Melinda and I are from totally different areas, but we really did connect, partly because of our teaching background. It's like you said, you just kind of gravitate towards people even without even asking, what do you do? And then also through our faith journey as well. Both of us are faith-based business women now. So that's been a really exciting thing. How did I get to where I am today? Well, as a lifelong teacher, y'all, and I am talking like from the time I was in the second grade, I knew I was going to be a teacher. I remember my second grade teacher, her name was Miss Hamill, teaching us, y'all, this is a crazy way to think you're going to become a teacher, but she taught us the song, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And I thought, that's what I want to do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, I've never told anybody, I've taught my students how to sing that other than my own children. But that was my first move into education. And, I always ended up being a teacher wherever I was throughout high school, throughout college. I was a tutor or I was a teacher. That was just something that was part of me. So I taught English and history for over 25 years. And then over the last few years have left the classroom and have been a teacher then too, because like you said, once a teacher, always a teacher. So that's kind of how I came about, was just moving into different station of my life with my children growing up. I have 3 adulting kids who are just fantastic, and just really wanting to find something that allowed me that freedom of time. I mean, teaching, y'all, if you're a teacher, love y'all, because we are both from that background. Yep. It offers the most amazing opportunities for moms to be home with their kids when they're home, to be able to, have your summers off, all of those things. My own children said they never really realized that other people's moms didn't have summers off until they realized I was the one that was driving them everywhere. So I was like, oh yeah, that too. But there are some limitations to your time as well. And I was just at a point in my life where I needed to find more control over my own schedule. And that's how I moved into loving on part of me, the technology side, and being able to give that to other people.
That is awesome. So speaking of that, tell us a little bit more about technology, because that seems to be your area of expertise.
Well, like you mentioned, you're definitely the guru of the social media marketing side of our partnership, whereas I just love to get in the weeds of the technology. And it really kind of started, y'all, I'm old, I'm 57. So when computers were starting to become more available to the public, I was in high school and we had a computer programming class. I remember programming in BASIC. I don't know if anybody ever even does that anymore. But I loved the technology part back then, figuring things out. When I got to college, instead of getting up 5 days a week to go to a French class, I decided to get up 3 days a week to go to a computer class, which qualified as a foreign language back then. Isn't that crazy to think that a computer class would be a foreign language qualification?
I remember that.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's definitely
I remember
different.
how big they were too. Like they were gigantic machines.
And you didn't take them home with you. They weren't in your dorm rooms, but I took that class and my first teaching job was actually teaching computer stuff. So wow. It was just kind of one of those natural things. I loved it. And as a classroom instructor, when a new thing came out technology wise, if someone walked up to me at 7:30 in the morning and said, "Hey, have you ever heard of," I remember one of the ones that was Edmodo. I don't know if anybody even uses that right now, but it was a new thing. And at 8 o'clock, I started that with my students. I just loved getting in there, digging and seeing what was possible through technology. Because, we do have kind of especially moms and teachers, have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with technology anyway. And I wanted to find the love side of it. Right. And, the more positive side, so that it was make it where the kids were prepared for the future, but also that we could control it a little bit. And that's just kind of where it has headed me as a business person, because I do love tinkering and figuring things out. And I will sit up for hours trying to make sure something works in technology. So that's kind of where I've come from and continue. I just really love helping people understand that, one, you don't have to love it. There are others of us like me who do love it and can love it and help you with it. But I can also teach you how to do it too. And so that's like really just kind of petting both of my sides of me, my teacher side, but also my tech side, where if I can help you to do it, that's great. Or if I can teach you to do it, that's great.
That's awesome. Well, that is definitely true that you'll be up at all hours trying to figure something out. I'll get messages from Lisa, and I'm way asleep by this time. And so, but yeah, she likes to get it done, and that is a huge bonus for her. So, tell me how do you serve others in more detail with your expertise, which is technology?
Well, I think what you mentioned, just serving, and when I think of serving, teaching always has to be in there. So one of the things that I'm able to do is to help people achieve their goals, because honestly, love or hate it, technology is part of our businesses now, whether it is through social media, whether it's through having websites or offering things virtually online. I don't think that virtual type school is going to replace traditional school, but I definitely think that virtual business, there's no think of it about it. Virtual businesses have grown exponentially over the last numbers of years, and it projected to continue growing. So, one of the things that I do like to, first of all, is encourage other women like us who are either in a transition point of their life or want to be in a transition point of their life of moving, having more control, more freedom over their schedule, and assuring them that it is possible to do it. And that's part of my passion and purpose business, is teaching someone, first of all, to get out of your own head, to understand that it is a possibility, that if you know something, you can share it with others, but also that the technology side does not have to overcome and overwhelm you, that it is something that you can master, either by mastering it, by passing it off to someone else, because sometimes you just don't love doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's just face it. There are things about a lot of our lives that we just don't love doing. And we hire them out for other people to do it, whether it's, I don't have time to mow, someone else can, or I don't have the passion to clean my house, but someone else can.
Right.
So that's the other thing, is to just kind of give you permission to let go of something you don't love so that you can spend more time in stuff that you do love. And that's part of what both you and I do, is,
Right.
freeing up the creativity of someone else's whatever they do love, so
Right.
that we can take care of the things that either, one, don't make them the income producing activities, but they have to be done, or two, they just don't want to do them. They're just not in love with that part.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I find we both have found a lot of people who just don't have that they've lost the passion for the business because they're so overwhelmed with doing the things that they don't like to do in their business. A lot of times it is the marketing piece, or a lot of times it is the technology piece, because it takes away from their passion of why they started the business, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you've got a strong desire to make candles or create t-shirts, or to create, whatever it is that you have a passion for, a lot of times you will find, you have this sense of like, you kind of feeling lost in the shuffle, and that's where we come in. So that's where Lisa comes in for sure, with her technology and, her expertise in technology.
Yeah, you really don't have to get overwhelmed with things, because there are so many options that, whether it's by having a virtual assistant, which is what both of us do, or by having, just being able to listen to someone to teach you how to do it yourself, if you really don't want to hire someone else to do it.
Exactly.
Just to listen to somebody to say, okay, here's what you can do. Here's the possibilities of it. I'll walk you through that. And that's one of the things that our Empower Your Marketing group does. It walks you through things. That's, our coffee cup chats. It walks you through different things. So yeah, there's just so many options right now that you don't have to be stuck by yourself doing things.
Exactly. So if you are ready to start taking imperfect action and hiring other people out and letting go of control, right? So you can start impacting more lives by really reshifting and focusing on the passion in your business. Join us in Empower Your Marketing community on Facebook, where we go live and we do free coaching in there. And also, we just want to thank you so much for joining us today and listening to us and getting to know us. Don't forget to follow us on social media. I'm at Melinda Rychlik-Clark on Instagram, on most social media, and Lisa is L.I. Gaunt on Instagram as well, and she's also on Facebook. And if you like this podcast and you found value in this, then please share it on social media in your stories and just tag us. So we're so grateful that you are here and you're listening to us.
Absolutely. And y'all, again, catch our next podcast every Friday at noon Central Time. And we'll come in here imperfectly taking action alongside you. But truly, we do just want to tell you, we are so appreciative that you spent this time with us. And we hope that you will continue and share it with your friends.
Bye, guys.